Right boys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Now this is just a kind of follow on from the last video, just so I can show how power management works. Now this was an old log, it was a 9.5 run. As you can see, I've got my timestamps in this run here, but I want to show you the power management working. So as you can see here with MAXXECU, you can put in your time slip, your times. This is obviously 9.5 in Draggy, 9.4 at Crail. This log is from a long time ago. I think this was like 2 years ago. This was actually, if you look at EGT, yeah, 4-cylinder. So we are still the Honda kseries at this point. But yes, I want to show you the power management working. Okay, so at this point here we're at 4,000 RPM. I'm actually using trans brake at this time when I had the trans brake working quite nicely. And as we can see here, launching from gear 3, and my first gear change is here around about near enough 60 mile an hour. So as you can see, it's a lot less jumpy and a lot less aggressive. However, here you can see a lot of ignition timing moving in and out, and I wanted to show you how good this was for MAXXECU. So in the power management, the settings I have are all here. This is the curve I had in. I had no cut, but I did use a deviation retard, so I want to show you that working in this scenario. So we let off the trans brake, we accelerated, and as you can see here, the wheel speed shot up. And as you can see, RPM at the same time is increasing until it starts wheel spinning, and the car knows it's wheel spinning, and going by this target speed here, it goes slightly above it. As you can see, here's the deviation went to 9.1 kilometers. So if I leave that there just now and I open up the map, as you can see here, 9.1, which is near enough 10, it was pulled 30 degrees of timing, and as you can see there, it pulls the timing down. Now the idea of the pulling the timing down is to pull the power out to try and bring the RPM and power back down again. And as you can see, it pulls the timing out, the wheel speed comes back down again. You can also watch the RPM also comes back down again. So it starts revving back up again, it starts clipping off this power management curve. So this is my target speed here, and all this peaks are just going over the top of it. As you can see here, the deviation, it keeps kicking in to try and maintain and try and stop that wheel spin. And as you can see here, every time it pulls that ignition timing out again, the RPM drops, and it basically just keeps cutting and cutting and cutting, pulling timing out to try and stop the wheels going over this target line. So this video is purely to show you how well the power management works. And when you have it dialed in, it works great. You can use it as a traction control off the line, and you can literally see here in the data log it pulling timing, and the RPM dropping, and the timing dropping, and the wheel speed regaining back in control.